Great fishing is not that far away. Welcome to Illinois Outdoors with Don Dziedzina.
How we doing, everyone? Don Dziedzina here for Illinois Outdoors. We have got a great show for you today. This is kind of exciting. You know, right now we're at the Rocktown Adventures store in Aurora, Illinois. Rocktown Adventures has canoes, kayaks, rentals. They put together trips for you, the whole 9 yards. It's a great resource for getting on the water. Kayaking and canoeing are two of the hottest, fastest growing water sports across the whole nation. And today we're going to learn about the kayaking and such, and we're going to be talking with some people from Rocktown Adventures, and they're going to teach us about what kayaks are all about, how they work, what the safety aspects are. The thing too is we're going to also go right here on the Fox River, which is only a half a block away from Rocktown Adventures. And I tell you what, I am excited because I'm going to be getting on the water fishing. I'm going to learn more about these kayaks, and we're going to have some fun. Why don't you stay right there? We got a great Illinois Outdoors TV show for you today.
Boulder Junction, Wisconsin is the muskie capital of the world, offering you a chance at a true trophy. But Boulder Junction offers more than just muskie. Fish for walleye, bass, and panfish on 194 crystal clear lakes. Visit boulderjct.org for details. Start planning your Boulder Junction fishing trip today. The fastest growing water sports today are kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding. And Rocktown Adventures is your one-stop shop for all things paddle sports, sales, rentals, lessons, and guided trips, recreation, day touring, and fishing kayaks, equipment and apparel. Everything you need to gear up and head out on the water. Visit our stores in Aurora or Rockford, where our experienced staff will help you make the right selection from our vast inventory of kayaks, canoes, paddleboards, and accessories. For more information or to view our inventory and pricing of in-stock products, visit rocktownadventures.com.
This here's the Frontier. I've got one of these. Sweet. You know, this one here is a native watercraft here. Really kind of a neat little kayak that we've got here. And this is something that I've never seen before, and I'm not even going to try to explain what this is all about, but it is so simple, it would be easy enough for me to explain it to you here. What you have is you have a couple of pedals here, like you pedal a bicycle. And right here you've got a propeller that you could actually, I imagine, go in reverse or go forward. And what you do is you simply lift this up, it's hinged, you straighten your propeller out, you drop it below the surface of the water, into the water, put that cover on there, got yourself a cup holder, which also doubles for holding that prop up when you're in real shallow water, and then you just paddle it up. I can't paddle it because it's down on the ground right now, but that's how that works. I mean, this is so neat. This is so neat. I really like that. And obviously when you are done and you're transporting, you can just push that there and lift the whole unit out. That's pretty neat. These little clips hold it in place. Got a storage container right here up in the bow of the boat. Plenty of storage for keeping things dry while you're out on the water. Let's take a look at this seat. Nice seat, somewhat padded. Looks like a quick dry seat. Handle right here is for the rudder. Go left and right. Rudder's in the back. That'll help you steer going left and right. And then back here, look at this. You got rod holders. That's nice. And you even got some bungees back here to put more gear in the back, like a little cooler or something like that. This is a neat little watercraft you got here.
Love fishing and paddling? Enjoy both during Mercer's first KAYAK, Canoe and Kayak Fishing Tournament and Festival this Labor Day weekend. The event is complete with a free trade show, demos and workshops open to everyone, and finishes with live entertainment by fishing legend Joe Booker and the top raters. Anglers of all age and skill level are welcome. Plus, so many ways to win: tournament prizes, raffles, and special prizes. Sign up now by visiting can-yak.com.
If you want to catch panfish, what do you use?
Cubby mini mites.
If you want to catch game fish, what do you use?
Cubby mini mites, you gotta love them.
And for Lake Michigan perch?
Boy, when you want to catch perch like this, you got to go to Cubby Mini Mites.
Cubby Mini Mites. They make the difference between fishing and catching.
Hey, welcome back to Illinois Outdoor. Don Dziedzina here, and like I said earlier, we're at Rocktown Adventures in Aurora. Rocktown Adventures has two stores, one in Aurora, one in Rockford itself. And this product like this here is one of the things that they have. In the Aurora store, this here is Jake. He's the store manager here, and I found out that I think I'm going to be running in one of these today out on the Fox River, which is less than half a block away, and I'll be fishing out of this today. And I would like you to give our audience a little bit of an idea of what this boat has to offer from front to back, and just starting, like, I see we got some handles in there.
Of course. Yeah, so in front of us we're going to be looking at the Jackson Big Rig today. The Jackson Big Rig is one of the most stable kayaks on the market. Right off the bat we can see here it does have a stand assist bar, which is going to be really nice for those flyer fishermen getting out there and really getting out there and doing some fishing. So in the front of the kayak, when we look at it from front to back, we have lots of nice bells and whistles on this kayak. The first thing that you're going to notice are your two rod tip protectors right here. So with your rod tip protectors, you're going to go ahead and have a lot of rod storage here on the side. So your rod tips are going to go up here. Your rods are going to kind of lay in this rod trough right here, and you're going to actually bungee in your reels in the back right here. Going back to the front of the kayak, we have our nice hatch here. So the nice thing about the Jackson kayaks is that we do have two hatches on this kayak, one in the front and one in the back. Both are interconnecting, so you can fit tons and tons of gear in here. One of the other nice features about the Jackson Big Rig is the metal pad eye that we have right here. So one of the nice things about this guy is we can actually put a padlock on here. When this is all closed up and said and done, we can put a nice little padlock on here so that when we store our rods on the inside, we're going to keep anybody that has some prying eyes away from there.
Wait a minute, let me ask you something. You can store rods on the inside. This goes
correct.
All the way through?
Correct. You can store rods on the inside right here, as well as on the outside two rod troughs right here. So yeah, and then on the top right here, we have our rod tip stagers. So this is where we're going to lay our rods down as we're kind of setting up for the day. As we walk through this boat, you're going to notice a lot of other small features. I'll just point them out really quick. On the front right here, we actually have a GoPro mount. Next to the GoPro mount, we are going to have our stand assist strap right here. And then we got a little tag right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Big Rig built by Wayne and Josh, 4516. So all these boats are handmade in Sparta, Tennessee, all the way down to the bungees on the kayak. So you know you're getting a good, high quality product. Anywhere that you see these black screw holes right here, this is going to be another spot where you can put one of your screwball ram balls on there. We have 3 gear track systems in the front here. We have one on the left, one in the center, and one on the right, and that's compatible with any Yak Attack gear track accessories. We have our nice silent traction padding right here to kind of deaden the noise and give us some traction when we're out there on the water. We have a nice little cup holder in between our legs right here, good for cans or bottles. We also have a nice little Nalgene water bottle that comes with the Big Rig, along with the Jackson kayak sticker in the middle. And then we have our nice Jackson seat. Jackson seats have come so far, just like any other fishing kayaks out there, and Jackson's really done it this year. So this is their 3.0 seat. There's a little bit more curved surfaces on it. We're going to have our Thermarest lumbar support. We're also going to have a nice little pocket in between our legs right here, where they're actually giving us a nice pair of fish grips this year. You're also going to have your nice little line cutters right here on the side as well. In addition to that, you're going to have 2 pockets on either side, and this is going to be a good spot to put your waterproof Plano box. Those just kind of stash away in there. And then you also have another spot for your Plano box right there as well. Alrighty, so on the back of the Jackson seat, we are going to have this nice Jackson KAYAKS seal-lined waterproof bag. So we got this guy on the back, and then we got these 2 Ram Zuka tubes on the back. Fully adjustable rod holders. You can adjust them right here to adjust the pitch. Otherwise, if we want, we can pull it out completely and put it in the side of this post and spline as well. So lots of different options if you're trolling or just looking for a little bit of extra rod storage. So as we look to the back of this kayak, we're also going to have a couple more gear tracks. So we have 2 more gear tracks on the back here, as well as a nice big tank well that has lots of room for bungee and a cooler back there. Once we go to the back right here, we're going to have our second hatch that I talked about when we looked at the front hatch. So just like the front hatch, this one is also going to have that metal pad eye here, just in case we wanted to lock up that hatch. We're able to lock up our gear safely in here. And then another thing that you'll notice going along the side of this kayak right here, so if you were to zip tie a dog leash into the handle right there, you can actually run that line through these little holes right here, and then you're going to have your dog line come out the back and run through these pad eyes, and you're actually going to have a drag chain that goes through this hole in the back. And that's what you're going to be able to use in addition to an anchor or in lieu of an anchor to kind of slow you down and allow you to hit those hard to reach holes. So out on the back of this boat here, we have a nice little spot for a rudder if you want to put one on here. The Jackson Big Rig does come rudder ready, so there's no holes that you need to drill. It's a simple plug and play kit. So the rudder goes right here, or you can also put a trolling motor or a power pole on the back as well. And then on the bottom, on the back of the Jackson Big Rig, we do have a removable skid plate. Because on the bottom, that's where you're going to see the most wear and tear on your kayak. Most of that wear and tear is going to be from transporting it on and off the roof of the car or in the back of the pickup truck. So yeah, that is the 2016 Jackson Big Rig. And I'm Jake with Rocktown Adventures. Thank you very much.
Kentucky State Parks. In Kentucky's western waterland, 200,000 acres of water, 3,000 miles of shoreline. Real big fun. Whether it's baiting a hook or making a hook shot, you're sure to hit the sweet spot. At Kentucky State Parks, visit us online to plan your next trip.
Welcome back to Illinois Outdoors, everyone. I'm Don Dziedzina. This here is Colin. Colin works here over at Rocktown Adventures, and he just wanted to start this segment of the show talking about some of the things that Rocktown Adventures does for their customers. Now, one of the things you all get involved in is you get canoe trips and kayak trips for them. How does that work?
Well, we start here right at our shop, come fill out a couple of waivers, and then we get going. So either if we go right down at the dock at the river, or we shuttle them upstream. We'll explain the safety of the river and everything. So we'll talk about the dams, because there are a couple dams. Mm-hmm. We go as far as Elgin and as far south as Yorkville. We do a bunch of guided trips in between there too as well.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You say there's a couple of dams. We don't go
over the dams. We go around them.
We go around them. So you explain how to get around them and let's say portage. Yep. The canoes and the kayaks?
Yeah.
That's simple.
Oh yeah, we portage around the dam. So you get out, you only walk about maybe 200 feet around the dam, and then you get back in and start paddling again. Dams.
Now, I'm familiar with right over here. We're in Aurora right now, and then right over in this area here, the dam is down that way about 2 blocks maybe, and there is a real nice walkway where you can pull up on shore, get out, and then just go over there. You know, and I'm pretty much that's probably the same with all the other dams in this area.
Exactly. This one's a little nicer. It's got a sidewalk. You can pull out at our dock. We suggest to, and then you can walk down the bike path, and then you get right back in the water. So a little bit longer portage here. This is about the longest portage you have to do on the Fox River. All the other ones are little dirt trails, and they're really short, and they don't take much effort to.
And you've got guided trips.
Yes, we do. Jake or me will either guide the trips. We'll get all the group together, and then we'll shuttle them either upstream or downstream. The big one coming up is Montgomery to Yorkville. So it's about a 3-hour, 4-hour trip. We get all together in the morning, get our gear suited up, everyone's suited up with paddles and PFDs, and then we get out on the water. We talk a little bit about the history, a little bit of nature, some birds, deer, all that kind of fun stuff.
I understand too that kayaking is getting to be really big in the fishing industry as well.
Oh, it's
I mean,
huge.
bass tournaments and stuff like that. I think you guys are hosting a bass tournament. What is it? Sometime in July or
July
September?
23rd, we'll have the River Bassin Tournament. We are raffling off a Cruise 12 too. We did a Cuda 12 last year as well.
That sounds like it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. We have give away a lot of gear, especially for
All right.
this.
Well, you know, they can always get a hold of you here at
course.
Rocktown Adventures. You know, rocktownadventures.com is the website, and you can learn a little bit more about what's going on here with that. But you know, I see there's a lot in the store here that you have a lot of clothing that is conducive to the kayaker, canoer, keeping them dry, keeping them warm, keeping them comfortable, cool, and such. Including some chairs like here, like these
great camping chairs right here. These Helix brand or
Helinox.
Yeah, Helinox. Can't say the brand name, but the Helinox are great chairs. They're actually super lightweight, and they're only about 2 pounds.
Complete line of clothing.
Oh yeah.
Of all sorts.
Oh yeah. We got some dry pants and dry tops. Got some Sims clothing and stuff that keeps you lightweight. Also, we sell the UPF sunwear stuff, so it keeps the sun off of you.
I see you've got a lot of Adidas shoes here and stuff like that. That's kind of important, you know, for kayaking and canoeing, because there's going to be probably a lot of, in like extremely shallow water, where you'll get out of the kayak or the canoe, you know, do a little walking, maybe drag the canoe for a few feet. I don't know if that's the situation here.
No, we do. It's when the water level's low.
It's good to have the right kind of shoes,
Yes.
rather than ruining a pair of your, you know, $150 gym shoes.
Yes, exactly.
And you have a lot of supplies here up on the board, and that pretty much will suit the needs of just about everybody. And people will always forget things like sunscreen or mosquito dope or things of that sort. You have it all here, ready for them, ready to go. Just a little recap here, as far as the trips are concerned, where you guide them, or do you allow people to just go out on their own?
Oh yeah, we do rentals. So normally people just do rentals. So we either go right here at the dock, or we shuttle them upstream, and they can come down. We'll give them a little safety, like I said. Talk about the dams, especially if they're gonna cross a dam, we'll actually go drive right by it, and we'll point out exactly where the dam is. So like, hey, you want a portage on the river right-hand side over there, hit that beach, and then just walk right down.
Okay, so as far as all the trips and stuff, what time of the morning, what days of the week can somebody come and rent a canoe or get a guided trip or whatever? What are your hours?
So we do Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 8 o'clock, and then we do Saturdays 10 to 6, and then we do Sundays 11 to 5. And we mostly do guided trips from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not all 3 days, but we'll pick a day and we'll pick one. Usually we'll have one once a week. And then anybody can come do a rental any day of the week, anytime. So these walk-ins are welcome, but we prefer on the weekends, because we do get busy. We like to call and reserve ahead of time.
As far as accommodating people, how many?
I mean, we can accommodate us up to like 40 people. So especially with recreational, fishing kayaks not so much, but we do accommodate a good amount of fishing kayaks.
Talk about a party. Well, once again, Rocktown Adventures, their website is www.rocktownadventures.com. Check them out, and Colin, thanks for joining us on Illinois Outdoors. Some of us have to stay in the store. Some of us have to go fishing.
Yeah, I wish I was out there right now, but maybe later.
When we come back with more of Illinois Outdoors, you'll see me on the water. We'll be right back.
The fastest growing water sports today are kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding. And Rocktown Adventures is your one-stop shop for all things paddle sports, sales, rental, lessons, and guided trips, recreation, day touring, and fishing kayaks, equipment and apparel. Everything you need to gear up and head out on the water. Visit our stores in Aurora or Rockford, where our experienced staff will help you make the right selection from our vast inventory of kayaks, canoes, paddleboards, and accessories. For more information or to view our inventory and pricing of in-stock products, visit rocktownadventures.com.
For all seasons, Wildcat Lodge offers you an unequaled vacation experience with a variety of plans and options, including seasonal specials to fit your vacation desires. Enjoy tennis, swimming beach, horseshoes, basketball, nature trails, playground, and much more. Located 4 miles north of Boulder Junction, Wisconsin, on our 3 connected lakes. These are Class A musky waters with walleye, bass, crappies, and panfish. Come up, relax, enjoy, and make Wildcat Lodge a vacation memory you'll always remember.
Hello, I'm Kevin Versino with Rocktown Adventures. Getting a chance to go outside and get some stand-up paddleboarding in. When I got involved with the store 4 years ago, stand-up paddleboarding was just starting to really catch on, and it's a really easy way to have a lot of fun and get some fitness on the water at the same time. It's a great total body toning exercise, and it's something that can be enjoyed by all ages. Even as little as 6, 7, 8-year-olds can have the balance to get on a paddleboard and find a way to get outside and enjoy our area's outdoor recreational assets. When you are stand-up paddleboarding, there's a few things you want to keep in mind. The number one thing you want to do is when you're putting your paddle in the water to make a stroke, you want to make sure you get the blade in the water. One of the common things that happens to new people is they reach to put their blade in the water, and the blade doesn't get in the water, and they pull back and they go flying forward, just like Charlie Brown when he tried to kick the football from Lucy. So the number one rule you want to remember when you stand up paddleboarding is make sure you get the entire blade in the water before you pull back. A couple other things you want to remember when you're on a stand-up paddleboard. Second thing is you want to assume an athletic position. So you have your knees bent a little bit, your quads are engaged the entire time you're out there, and you want to have your knees about shoulder width apart. The third part you want to keep in mind is it's a total body exercise. You're not just using your arms and your shoulders, you're using your lats and your core muscles, your abs and your obliques when you're putting the paddle on. So when you're trying to do a paddle stroke, you're literally rotating your arms, your torso up forward, just planting the paddle on the ground as vertical as you can, and pulling back with a twist of your obliques. And last but not least, when you are outside on the water, it's very important that you have a personal flotation device. And in fact, if you rent something from Rocktown Adventures and we see you not wearing one, we will pull you off the water. So it's very important that you have a PFD. When you're on a stand-up paddleboard, you have a couple of different options. One is a wear vest that's on your body the whole time. The second you have is a wraparound inflatable vest that you can just pull a cord on and have it inflate when the need arises. But it is very important, whether you're on a kayak or a stand-up paddleboard, that you always have a personal flotation device. You'd hate to be in a situation where you're thinking to yourself, man, I really wish I had it, because the situations in which you really need it are usually going to be a dire situation. So make sure you please always have one on you.
Here you go, buddy.
All right, show it, honey bunny.
Hey, take the hook out.
Show it to the camera, buddy. Look, James, look at Daddy, honey. They got the camera on you, babe.
Yeah, we haven't caught a fish yet.
James, come on, you can take the hook out. Are you kidding me? Dude,
We haven't caught anything.
James.
All good things come to the end. The sun is going down. You can probably tell a little difference in the video right now. We had some fun going on the river, paddling around. And you notice I said paddling around rather than fishing. I didn't catch a fish. I got the skunk, but your son got one.
Yeah, lo and behold, you sit on the dock, and next thing you know, we got about a 16-inch catfish on his line.
There you have it. That's not bad. Well, that's what this is all about. Get the kids out, let the kids have some fun, and let the old timers have some fun too. And I did. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of things to offer at Rocktown Adventures. guided trips, rentals, sales, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Give me a 25-cent tour.
25-cent tour. Rocktown Adventures sells stuff, rents them. Like I said, teaches how to use stuff. We try to use our area waterways to provide people with fun and fitness on the water. We want them to be able to get outside, enjoy the outdoors, spend time together, create memories, provide repeatable, ritualistic experiences for both the people who live in the communities in which our stores are located, as well as in the surrounding communities. It's not too far to drive to reach here. We got a wide reach for Chicago, southern Wisconsin, 2 store locations, access to 5 rivers, 2 state parks right near our stores. So there's a lot of outdoor recreational assets at our disposal, and we're here to help you get outside and enjoy them.
And here in Aurora, you're going to be hosting the bass tournament in later July.
Yeah, July 23rd. This will be our 2nd time hosting the River Bassing Tournament Trail. It is a kayak, canoe, shore fished bass tournament. You got to fish within 50 miles of Aurora. There's multiple divisions, individual team, youth, college. Last year's winner did fish on the Fox River, so even though we got skunked today, there are places to go and fish and catch them. We just weren't in the right spots today.
Yeah, the Fox River is a great fishery. It all depends on what part of the river you're in, what pool you're in, time of day, day of the week. It's fishing.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Listen, we have to wrap the show up, so if someone wants to get a hold of you or get a hold of Jake over here in Aurora, how do they do that?
Got a couple ways to reach out to us. You can look us up on Facebook, send us a message through Facebook, or comment on one of our events. We're online at rocktownadventures.com, or you can give us a shout in Aurora at 630-506-5706, or in Rockford at 815-636-9066.
And that means that great fishing is not that far away. Until next time, I'm Don Dziedzina, and you are?
Kevin Versino with Rocktown Adventures.
Thanks for joining us on the show. We'll see you next week.